inside the 20. Here's first. Play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a 7. He'll find Metcalf. Went up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So first and 10 now from the 30. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brought down at the 30.
Second down at 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Now a give right side. Carson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Brought down back at the 29-yard line.
On third down, Wilson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. It got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. They'll try the left side. It's Carson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 9. Brings up second and 1.
On second down, it's Carson. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 19-yard line. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He can run for it, and he will. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Falcons grab it. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3.
Brings up second and 3. At the 24-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that's off the mark, incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a third and 3.
Yards to go.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Play action, Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Night.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Marquise Blair on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Complete to Jones. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter.
2nd and goal at the Seahawks.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. 2nd quarter now, Falcon football. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And that is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
It's caught, Lockett. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Wilson to throw on 3rd down. He lets it fly. He's got a man complete. The 30. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 94 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown.
Jason Myers for the extra point.
The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the 1st quarter. But in the 2nd quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or 2. We'll be watching that one later on today.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to about the 19. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Touchdown, So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. On our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 14-yard line, 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Ryan. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Here's Carson, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
3rd down.
They go play action now. Ryan. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. They get only 4 that time, as that leads us to a 4th down. And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Back at the 35-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. K.J. Wright, the one who shot in there to get him down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Caught by Jones. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
And it's third down.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
Now fourth down.
Hey, how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Looking downfield for Jones. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
At the 39-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson flush to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Myers connects on the PAT, and a route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Operating from the gun. Ryan looking. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Right there.
From the gun, Ryan looking downfield for Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons cut into that lead.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room, an onside kick attempt. And a good job here by the Falcons, their hands team, able to recover it. A gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead, tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. This one caught by Ridley.
Complete.
A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Taken down by Bobby.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And he's going to be brought down. He needed to get to the 20, but he's a yard or 2 short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll run with Smith, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10, right at the 30. He'll set up to throw. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the pickup.
2nd and 2.
At the 38-yard line.
Now a handoff for Gurley.
The handoff.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll roll him out right. Stocker's got it. Complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. That's a strong safety making a strong, hard tackle.
And we know his coach. Doesn't smile a whole lot, does he? How about that grin right there, ear to ear after that play?
Short throw underneath to Hurst. And they're going to mark him down short. Maybe. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. 2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brought down at the 39-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
From the 39, Wilson. Forced out to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Buying time to his left. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack on 1st down, Wilson, now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit and time fading. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that, second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Looking deep for Julio. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
At
this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Ryan will throw again. Looking downfield for Jones. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan looking deep for Julio. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Allen Bailey just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And some space here. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
He's tackled.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
On the tackle.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown.
Atlanta.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Tyler Lockett on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the...
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Chris Carson.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. So it's Seahawk football as we march. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Rolling to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
Jason Myers.
All the talk when Russell Wilson came into the league about his height, those big defensive linemen, can he get the ball over him? You get him outside the pocket like that, it doesn't really matter.
No, it really doesn't, and you're exactly right. Many people dinged him for that and said, how's he going to see over NFL linemen? He never did, right? At whatever level, he saw through them and found pockets and windows to throw the football. But as you noted, when he's outside the pocket and his vision is totally clear, look out, because he's going to find someone downfield, as we just saw there.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team...
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown.
Touchdown, Atlanta.
Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons cut into that lead. They'll try and run it with Gurley. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Way Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
On the tackle.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
At the 27-yard line.
Dancing to his left. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First down.
He's going to let it fly. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 55 yards. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Here's Ryan. And that one is caught. So they convert here and don't look now, but this one's back to a 1-score game.
Falcons 27. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own
coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Tyler Davison on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They run again with Carson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
That's good.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. On 1st down, Carson. He's got daylight. 30, 10, and he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and the lead is up to 15 now.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they?